So apparently Jeremy Stevens was going to commit suicide, or he wanted to commit suicide after he lost to Jose Aldo, which is kind of a sad thing. And he also was thinking about leaving his family, his wife and his kids, just taking off. So I'm not sure what the issue is. It could be a lot of different problems. It could be, something from his past. It could be hereditary. Sometimes it's passed on to the kids when the parents are depressed. It's passed on to the kids. I mean, it could be from traumatic brain injury. It could be, for a lot of different reasons. It could be, I'm not sure what it could be. I'm not a doctor, so I really don't know. But it is pretty sad that somebody would get to that point. I'm not sure. It also could be the extreme highs and the extreme lows. I mean, if he would have won that fight, the high would have been so amazing. It's just crazy. From a win to a loss, the difference of how somebody reacts. A win would have, gave him a super high, and obviously a loss brought him to the lowest depths that you can get. So, like I said, it's unfortunate, but apparently he's okay now. He went through some training, I think some depression, to help out with depression, and I don't know. I think one thing that needs to be taken into consideration is preparing for a loss, because I don't think fighters ever really prepare for a loss. They say prepare for the worst, hope for the best, and the worst would also obviously be a loss. So, and then you hope for the best, obviously, for a win. But I don't think fighters, really like to look at it in that way, because I feel like maybe they think if they are preparing for a loss, then that kind of allows the loss to come into their mind. It could maybe contribute to them losing. So obviously a fighter wants to go in there thinking they are the best, that they are going to win, and that's all well and good, but it's not good when they lose. If you go in there and you really think you're going to win, and you're going to win, and your life's going to be amazing after that, and all of a sudden you lose, what happens? Then you're, in a position that maybe Jeremy Stevens was in, where you're contemplating suicide, leaving your family, your kids. So I think preparation should also include the preparing for a loss. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. I'm not sure how that would be incorporated, but I would think it would keep a person more level-headed, no matter if they won or lost. So I'm not sure. I know a lot of fighters obviously are really sad and upset when they lose. A lot of them say, they either cry, then and there, as Daniel Cormier did, or a lot of them say they wait till they get to the locker room and then they cry. So obviously it's very devastating, because the difference between a win and a loss is huge in the MMA world. You just have a lot more control of your career when you're winning, and when you lose, you kind of lose a lot of leverage. So that kind of sucks as well. But I guess my whole point is just saying, yeah, you should, definitely think about the way you're going to react if you lose. And, I really don't think that's going to play a factor in, giving somebody a loss. I really don't. I know people like to think about that whole manifesting thing. If you allow it into your life, then it manifests and become reality. But that doesn't always work on the positive either. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think fighters should prepare a little bit for a loss, or do you think that idea is just ignorant? I feel like that's what I would do if I were a fighter. I would just figure out what I was going to do, especially after seeing what happened with Jeremy Stevens, and I'm sure what happens with a lot of other fighters. It kind of tells me that you can't have all your hopes and dreams and everything riding on a win, because if you don't win, then all that comes crashing down. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And thank you for watching. Take care.